Hello, and welcome to the NetSuite SuitePeople SuiteSuccess video series. In the next few minutes, we'll be taking a tour of SuitePeople offered through the SuiteSuccess program. If you've spoken with someone at NetSuite prior to this video, it's likely you're about to attend an alignment call with your account rep and members of our solutions team. Before we get started, I'd like to share our safe harbor statement. This means that what we're showing you today is subject to change in the future with new releases. It's important that any decisions made regarding SuitePeople are based on the product as it is today. Let's talk about some of the challenges you may be facing today. We've heard from customers and prospects about being bogged down in manual processes such as gathering data needed for reporting. A request like that doesn't need to take days or even a week. This can easily be handled by SuitePeople reporting. Organizations that are currently capturing HR information through paper, emails, or a shared network drive have a difficult time reporting on workforce in areas such as headcount, turnover, and more. SuitePeople offers over 80 reports available out of the box, allowing for a single version of the truth and covering your compliance needs. Many organizations use disparate systems for ERP, HR, and payroll. The use of many systems can lead to processes getting missed, such as a promotion or a change in departments, both of which would require new permissions and approvals within the system. SuitePeople will solve these issues by having everything in one holistic suite and easily accessible by the HR Generalist. In dealing with many systems too, there is a great number of spreadsheets, emails, and paper to track and manage employees. Dealing with these methods again leads to things getting missed. Because SuitePeople is role-based, the HR Generalist role comes pre-configured with the information already populated on the main dashboard. Included are portlets such as KPIs, reminders, and headcount by department, among many others, allowing you to easily navigate SuitePeople. Your reports available upon completion of implementation, allowing for a single version of the truth, covering your compliance needs. The SuitePeople Advantage gives unification within NetSuite, allowing for improved information and decision-making and ERP features, making HR integral to the business. SuitePeople is being built with people at the core. It's been designed for every person in an organization. Roles have been designed based on specific needs of the employee base, and it's going to empower everyone to get their job done. The NetSuite platform is flexible and customizable, allowing organizations to tailor it to their unique cultures, and being able to take advantage of the large partner ecosystem within NetSuite. NetSuite, as a suite of products, has been designed to run a whole business, from financials, CRM, e-commerce, to PSA capabilities. Now, NetSuite encompasses HR functions with SuitePeople. We've created a complete core HR offering, built on the NetSuite platform, holistically part of the suite, delivered via the cloud, upgraded with the suite, and integrated to the back office. We will now look at the HR Generalist experience within SuitePeople. Just like the NetSuite platform, SuitePeople is role-based, and when you log in, you have dashboards and permissions specific to that role. I'm starting today's demo as Gina, the HR Generalist. That means that I'm going to handle most of the HR functions, and you'll notice that in my permissions and my data visibility. With our standard SuiteSuccess implementation, you get the predefined dashboards you're seeing right here out of the box. With the reminders, they're able to tell me if I have employees with work anniversaries, upcoming birthdays, or even government-issued ID that will soon be expiring. It allows me to keep track of important dates about the employee base. I have quick links that give me easy access to the main areas I need to look at, simply and easily. They may be links such as headcount analysis, time-off balances, the org browser, or even employees. Again, this is available right out of the box on day one. The KPI meter gives me relevant information for me in my role as the HR Generalist, giving me detailed information on things such as total active employees this month versus last month, new hires, possibly employee absences, and more. All of this information available to me on my homepage. I've set up my KPIs in list form to see all the information, simply laid out and color-coded, to give me a visual representation of areas that may need more attention. I'm able to look at my monthly new hires and headcount by department and easy-to-read graphs. The insights are important to me because gender equality in my hiring is extremely important to my organization. I'm able to look at my insights and visually see what percentage of my employee base is female versus male to make sure that my hiring practices are compliant with my company's goal of gender equality. I'm able to look at new hires and I can see a list of all new hires starting with my company, allowing me to plan a proper training program for new hires. By knowing exactly how many will be starting, I know if I can run the training in-house, or maybe I need to move it to a bigger room with more seating, or off-site. I can see the departments, locations, and supervisors. If most new hires are in a specific department, I may run an orientation training specific to them, or I might even ask a manager of that department to run the training for me. As with new hires, termination allows me to drill into specifics relating to why an employee was terminated. What department, which location, who is the supervisor? All of this information available to me right on my dashboard. It gives me visibility into areas of focus. Have there been departures from the company in a specific location? Is there a competitor that is poaching my talent? Do I have a problem with a specific department or supervisor? I can act quickly because I'm able to see the information in real time on my dashboard. One of the highlights of the NetSuite platform is our global search feature, sometimes referred to as our Google search. It'll search the entire database, including customer, item, invoice, and more. Today, I'm going to search for my employee, Emily. As we arrive on Emily's employee record, you'll notice all of the information available to me in a single view. Currently, you might have this information in many different systems, possibly Excel or QuickBooks. Everything seen here is integrated within the NetSuite solution and will capture all this data. And that's the basis for all of the dashboards that we previously looked at on my home screen. Below the basic information of employee name, address, and classification, I can easily get an idea of the communication between an employee and their manager or between HR. With compensation tracking, this information may be currently housed in a different area and not easily accessible. Now you can view it with NetSuite, allowing you to see things such as the wage type, compensation currency, and even the base wage of an employee. Information that typically isn't easily found when using various systems. I'm able to see how much time off an employee has available, what's being used, and is anything scheduled. I don't need to track down managers who might have notes all over their desk or computer to verify balances. I can verify the time off plan and when the time off calculation started for each employee. The HR tab saves me from having to go through 2 or 3 different systems to find things such as social security number, hire date, or job description. SuitePeople has all this information available to me in one tab, allowing me to see even more information, such as their next review date, expense and purchase limits, does this employee have any subordinates, who the emergency contacts are, and more. Having this information contained here within NetSuite makes doing my job as an HR generalist so much more efficient, not having to go to 4 or 5 different systems to get the information I need. Again, due to NetSuite being a completely secured cloud-based platform, I'm able to track government-issued IDs such as a passport, driver's license, and other IDs. The reminder portlet we saw on my homepage is pulling data from this part of all employee records, letting me know when the IDs need to be renewed. If my company has a lot of drivers, keeping track of expirations will allow me to be sure my employees are driving with properly dated licenses and IDs while performing their duties. Similarly, if my employees travel extensively, being able to have reminders tell me when a passport will be expiring will keep my employees from having issues abroad. Effective dating in SuitePeople allows me to track changes made and future date them. Here I can see what fields have been changed, what the new value is, when the change comes into effect, the reason for it, any additional details about the change, and who in the organization made the change. In a lot of organizations, things such as pay raises, transfers, or promotions happen at specific times in the year. With SuitePeople's effective dating, I'm able to make changes to an employee record to give a promotion or a raise and tie it to a specific date. In this case, Emily is in line for a pay raise that will take effect on January 1st. The end of a calendar year is one of the busiest times in a lot of companies. To lessen the burden on myself as an HR generalist, I'm going to make the change to Emily's salary now. However, I'll future date it for the 1st of January. By making the change ahead of time, I'm able to focus on other important aspects of my job as an HR generalist. Once the change is saved, the system will show me the new value on the future date. SuitePeople will also let me view the information on a specific date. In this case, I'll look at Emily's salary information before the date of the salary increase and confirm that the salary information is what it was before I made the future dated change. SuitePeople's RealTime Analytics can help me understand things such as headcount, turnover, and more. With 80 available reports out of the box, I'm able to drill into the various reports and know that the information I'm seeing is completely up to date in real time. Before SuitePeople, I used to have to compile reports for the CEO, CFO, and Chief People Officer in areas such as hiring targets or areas of concern regarding turnover for quarterly meetings. Getting this data took up to 2 weeks sometimes, as I'd be waiting for information from various managers in the company. Once I had all this data, it would take up to 2 or 3 days to put the information together in a way that was easily laid out for these meetings. With SuitePeople, I can now drill into the headcount analysis and make sure my hiring targets are within reach. I can instantly filter by department, location, class, and more. Looking at my product department, my target for new hires this year was 77 new employees. I'm able to see in an instant that my hiring from January to December was short by 3 new hires. Going even further, I know I needed to hire 15 new employees in the product department of my San Mateo location. By being able to filter the real-time data by location, I see that I'm off my target by 2 employees in San Mateo. When I look further at the information, I can see that I had 3 employees leave the company between August and October, accounting for the shortfall in my hiring targets. Because my senior management team needs more in-depth information about the causes of turnover in the product department within San Mateo, I'm able to get a turnover analysis. The turnover analysis shows me the turnovers within the company with the same filtering options available in the headcount analysis. Since I need the information specific to the product department in San Mateo, I'll choose those filters. Here I see the 3 employees who left between August and October. As I move further down, I'm able to get a more detailed view as to why each employee moved on. In this case, I can see the reasons were all different. The access to this report allows me to keep on top of any disturbing trends happening in the company, such as a competitor poaching my top talent or an issue with a supervisor in a specific department. SuitePeople gives me the tools I need as an HR generalist to more effectively perform my duties. The information on my home screen dashboards, including KPIs, reminders, and insights, gives me everything I need to see in one place. The increased visibility on the employee record that allows me to see compensation tracking, time off, human resources, and the ability to effective date changes to the employee record without having to move to 2 or 3 or 4 different systems, giving me peace of mind that changes made are saved in NetSuite. I'm not worrying anymore about changes flowing automatically from one system to another. Finally, SuitePeople Analytics provides me with the real-time reporting features I don't have access to today. With a couple of clicks, I'm able to provide detailed reporting on areas of importance to my executive team, fully knowing that the data provided in the reports is all in real time in SuitePeople. So why is it that SuitePeople has become a popular offering for existing and interested NetSuite customers? It has really come down to these 3 key areas as to why SuitePeople matters. First, it's the unification of the suite. You now have improved information and decision-making and ERP features. It's in the same platform as your HCM solution, making HR integral to the business. Second, it's people at the core. We've designed SuitePeople for every person. This isn't an HCM built by accountants. We've taken feedback from hundreds of customers. We've understood the industry, the need for ease of adoption, and in understanding that all of us at the end of the day are employees, regardless of job or role, SuitePeople can be adopted and utilized simply with visual cues and the same familiar NetSuite UI and reporting engine to empower everyone to get their job done. Finally, we leverage the NetSuite platform. Truly, it's the most flexible and customizable aspect of NetSuite, where with a click and not code, you can add custom KPIs, roles and permissions control your access and level of interaction with data in the system. It's controlled but can be tailored to your unique culture. And beyond that, you can leverage our partner ecosystem for even greater best-of-breed HR functions and technologies with trusted, tried, and managed integrations so you can rest assured you have the tools in place to get the job done. Your next steps will be to go through the recommended practices important to your organization in great detail with our SuiteSuccess team. In that alignment call, we'll determine how to best leverage the leading practices for your people process areas. We look forward to getting together with the stakeholders in your organization and learning about the unique challenges currently faced regarding human resources. Thank you for taking this brief overview of SuitePeople, and thanks again for your time.